So here's a quick tutorial on how to kind of get started on your website in WordPress if you're done with your wireframe and you want to kind of move forward. I'm not sure if my dashboard is going to look the same as yours because I have several sites that I've created and maintained for other people and also just for demo purposes too. 36 in all. So I'm going to click on Switch Site for mine, and then down at the bottom mine says Add New Site. So I'm going to create a new WordPress.com site, and like I said, I want to call this Budget Bungalows. My site is going to be all about travel, and the primary goal is to promote my business. I'm going to click Continue. I'd like for you to name it this way: ECHS Web Design, period, and then your period number, so let's say period 3, Grable Aaron, Budget Bungalows Demo. So it's a crazy long URL, but like I said, the shorter URLs are much more valuable, so I don't want to take somebody else's, if they need it. So I found this one. Of course it's going to be free. It's like 3 blocks long. So let me click on free. I'm going to click on select it. Pick a plan that's right for you. Always go for the free one. And it's going to get this started. Now as it's getting started, I'd like to sort of talk about what it's doing. So somewhere on their server, they've inserted all these files. They've also hooked it up to a database. The database, of course, holds data, and the files communicate with the database. The cool thing about WordPress is that it's dynamic. So some of the pages are made up of information that they get from multiple different sources. So it's a very interesting website, very interactive. If I was to click on View Site, and open this up in a new tab, it just shows me like this default site. So right now I've actually created a site. So I've got a home page, a contact page, and a blog page. Now this could be good, not too crazy about the whole flower design, but anyway, I'll go back over to my site here. There's 2 ways that you can access your site. One of the ways is through this interface right here. This is kind of like the pared down, I don't know much about web design version. So I can go to my site pages. You can see I've got home page, contact page, and a blog page. I can click on those and I can edit those in real time. So if I was to say, welcome to my website, click on update. As soon as that's done updating, I go over to here, refresh it, go down here, and it says, welcome to my website. Okay, so just to let you know, it's all updated in real time here. So going back to this, I don't really like this version just because it's so plain and it gives you very little ability to customize. So what I like to do is I like to go up here and I grab the title of my web page right here. So this whole thing is the title, and I get rid of everything else. So all this stuff right here where it says wordpress.com/ blah blah blah, I just type that in. Now the default login page for every WordPress website, unless somebody gets funky with it, is /wp for WordPress -admin. And actually you can see a link to the WP admin down here as well. So you can click on that, or you can actually type this in right here. So that's the website right there. Push enter, and it takes you to a slightly different looking interface. So this is much more like controllable, much more customizable. You got the dashboard over here. Pretty self-explanatory, some of these things. The different plans, you can explore some of those. We're on the free plan. I don't expect you guys to do anything else. The 2 big things with WordPress are posts and pages. Posts are like diary entries. So in this case, there's a post that comes with this that says the journey begins. It says thanks for joining me, good company, blah blah blah. It's got a picture. Now where that's going to show up is on my blog page right here. So like it says good company in a journey, I could go over here and take off the Y in company, update it, and then go back over here, and as soon as it's done updating I can refresh it, and now the Y is gone. So just showing you that it updates in real time. So that's a post. I could add another post. Let me do one. This is test. This is just a test. I can add a picture if I wanted to. Don't have any pictures right now other than the ones that just came with it. Maybe I'll pick one of these default pictures here. It's publishing immediately. I click on publish, and now if I go over to my blog page, as soon as that's done updating, I can refresh my blog page, and not only does it have the one that was originally there, now it has the new one that I did. And they're listed in reverse chronological order, so the newest one on top. So those are posts. Now pages are a little bit different. Pages are actual website pages. Posts show up on pages. I know it's kind of confusing. So I've got 3 pages right now: home, contact, and blog. So if I wanted to add a new page, let's say I wanted to add a new page for bungalow number 1. I can write some text here. I can choose a picture for my featured image. Let's say I want to choose that one. I can also upload pictures. It's no big deal. I can change the template. I can tell you when it's going to be published. I can customize the text. Like I could say customized text. I could make this bold. I can make the word text like a different color. I could do some really funky stuff with this page. When I click on publish, it's going to publish that as one of my pages. Now you'll notice, as soon as that gets done here, when I refresh my page, go back to my home page, you'll notice that it doesn't actually show up in my navigation. Your navigation is here under appearance, under menus. So if you want to change that, you can add to your navigation here. See my page right here, bungalows number 1, or bungalow number 1. I could say add to menu. I can drag these around to sort of reorganize them. Maybe I want contact at the end. Make sure I save the menu, and then I go back over to my live site and I refresh it. So hopefully this will give you some information, like enough information to start sort of working on your website. When I return, we're really going to dive into this, and I really hope I'm not going too fast on the whole WordPress front. But what I'd like for you to understand about WordPress is that it's an incredibly dynamic system. It's very secure, very popular. Like I said, it powers probably 1/3 of the websites on the internet. If you have any questions, there's tons of tutorials on YouTube and elsewhere. You can also contact me at aaron.grable@oside.us. Thanks.